Ladies and gentlemen, Eddie Marcus here. Tell me, one of the most awesome commitments that one can make is tying their existence to an action that they plan to take or are taking. Telling people the truth is key. But the truth, the awesome truth that really hits to the core, is kind of frightening because it can cause people to really bring up all of the ugliness that they thought did not exist in them. But if you're going to be maybe expired at any moment in time, and you got a chance to speak truth, the greatest truth that you can speak, it's probably time to speak it. What I'm saying, you've heard me say that I have been given to tell the people that they are on the path to hell. And when I say the people, I'm talking about all people. I'm talking about people on the earth, people who are following the dictates of men, people who have found comfort in the operations of systems of government that dictates how people are to be treated. All over the earth, people are following anti-God. Now, when I say they are following anti-God, I'm basically saying they have made a choice to follow what they are following. And sometimes the choice was already made for them and they found comfort in it, and anything that was required to make a change. And there have been things all over the globe that indicated that the systems that you live under are failures. The indications have always been there, but there was a lack of hunger, a desire to want to know how to fix these problems. And even if you did, you were restricted by the threats that have been levied before you. So I'm saying to all people that hear my voice, it doesn't matter whether you're a Christian or whether you are Muslim or whether you are, what I'm basically saying, it doesn't even matter what you believe. The truth is that you are working every day against God. You see, you've heard me say it, and I'll say it again. All things were created by a power outside of ourselves, and it was created for the benefit of all that could take advantage of it or use it. All. That means not just we humans, but everything else. And so, our comfort, our existence, all those requirements necessary for survival are within these resources. And each of us have a need to have those. And we can go out as individuals and do it ourselves, take care of everything as an individual, or we can come together as a group and split it up, direct it, and make it much easier. And this is what we've done. We've made it much easier. The problem is that we've complicated matters because the original plan is that we were made to do these things together. Everything come together. There would be no need for somebody to say that they were smarter than someone else. They just came to do a different kind of thing that requires that they have the kind of intelligence that they have. Like you, or you, or you. Whatever you came to do, you got the intelligence to do that. And they're not comparing one with the other. Everybody does its thing. And therein, everybody is a participant in building this house. Everybody's participated in building this house. And everybody lives in this house. And in living in this house, we take advantage of all of the assets and all of the things that we've done to make this house uniquely this house. And every last one of us living here brought this into being. And we are enjoying it. And there is no other way to live except that way, according to the principles of love and fairness and justice. And if anything is happening outside of that, then that fairness and that justice does not exist. Now, for those of you who call yourselves doing what you do as a representation of your understanding of God, you are doing what you have been permitted to do. If you're studying books, you are studying what you have been designed to study. And if you're listening to those who are talking to you, they're telling you what they've been approved to tell you. And you're accepting it because you go forward based upon your ability to accept these kinds of things. And whether it's right or wrong doesn't make any difference. If that's the path that you're stepping, then that's the way you step. No different than what happens in government. So what I'm saying is this. The whole key is truth. To find the truth, to discover the truth, and walk according to the truth. We are living in darkness. I know this. I was blessed to know this. And all my life, forgive me for talking so long. All my life, I want to just say it. All my life, as a kid, you know, kids, don't play kids cheap. Don't play them stupid. Kids got an imagination that will blow your mind. As I was a kid raised by my great-grandparents, they taught me to read by pictures. Even before I knew anything about words, they would read to me and I can see the pictures and I knew exactly what was being said. I knew exactly what was being said just by looking at the pictures. And when I go to church, I listen to what people are saying when they're reading the scriptures, and then I see people. And to me, there was just going to some place to hear somebody talk about some stories that I always hear. They always hear. I saw people acting strange sometimes. But I never ever felt that I was among anybody that knew anything about Christian, that knew anything about God, that knew anything about the Spirit. It didn't matter where I was. I never felt that. The only time I ever came close to that is during the administration of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. during the 60s, when the people were out and the people decided to wake up, and they decided to get I don't know what drew the leader and the people together, but they came together to do a magnificent thing, and they did a magnificent thing, and they were talking about the glory of God. And you know what I saw? I saw once and for all those words put into action. But that's not the thing that got me. The thing that got me is that I was suckered out. I was snatched out because I was stupid, threw my life away. But I was pulled back and given a mission. And that mission was to go around putting myself in this situation that I could feel the pain that everybody else feels. Because I ain't got nothing, ladies and gentlemen. I ain't got a thing. And I'm not, and if I'm ashamed to say it, it's because I'm ashamed because of the society in which I live. I got nothing. And the reason I got nothing is because I'm living in a system that permits it. What do I mean by that? I mean that I live in a system where people have accepted a way of life that leaves other people out. It doesn't matter how much you got. You still leave people out. And it's okay. And that's what I mean when I say your religion, your God says it's okay because it permits you to go along every day like that's okay. But that's not okay. Not for truth. Truth can't stand that. Truth says somebody's been deceived. Truth says somebody's conning somebody. Truth says somebody's robbing, somebody's stealing, somebody's lying, somebody's cheating, and somebody's probably killing to be able to manifest something so dear in one barn and leave something so. But I feel it every day. So when I'm speaking not just for the people out there on Tent City, and not just for people who are getting low wages, not just for people who can make it from week to week or from payday to payday, but I'm speaking for myself as well. I don't like this. I don't like driving around if I can't get a ride around in a car that's ragged. No, I'm a God's child. But I'm not finna go out there and start serving Satan just for some cash so I can go. No. I want you to know that that's the way of the devil. What I mean by the devil, anything that goes against God's way. And when I say this, I'm talking about choice. You, the people, have made a choice to stay in this. Maybe it's because you never figured it could possibly happen. Maybe you saw that Dr. King and Malcolm X and those guys got killed and you don't want to die, so you accept the fact then maybe if you just keep on living, just maybe if you're going to keep on living, that something miraculous might happen. That might be a rapture. God might, Jesus or God or somebody might come and just suck you out and leave all of what you call evil people down here. No, it ain't going to happen like that for you. You're going to stay in the middle of this stuff. And if you don't like it, then you start shining the righteousness that you're supposed to shine. And so that who is in darkness can see his own self. Stand up. It's time we stand up. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go and cut this out because I can. I'm gonna cut it out and I'm gonna come back on something else. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.